Greetings everyone, Majin Bird here. In today's video, we're going to revisit an older video style of mine that I like to call Majin's Takes. Essentially, what we do is dive into some controversial opinions within the Dragon Ball community, and I'll share my thoughts on them. Previously, we explored the question, could Buu Saga Goku beat Frieza in his base form? It seemed that you guys enjoyed that, so we're going to continue in the same vein. The topic of discussion, are the base Saiyans stronger than Kami Piccolo? And if they were to clash, who would emerge as a victor? Additionally, we'll delve into the comparison of the Supreme Kai's strength in relation to the base Saiyans. When I say base Saiyans, I'm referring to Goku, Vegeta, and Gohan on Babidi's ship, in their base forms of course. So without further ado, let's jump right into the video. Firstly, let's address why this topic even comes up in the first place. I'd argue that the roots of this debate can be traced back to the Android saga, particularly when Piccolo fuses with Kami. This fusion results in a massive power increase for Piccolo, far exceeding the boost that Super Saiyan transformation offers. In fact, he surpasses Goku and Vegeta at that point in the series, even in their Super Saiyan forms. Piccolo's fusion with Kami not only significantly enhances his power, but also elevates his combat prowess to unprecedented levels. This puts him on a whole new tier of strength, one that even the mighty Saiyans must reckon with. But what about the Supreme Kai? How does he stack up against the base Saiyans? Well, the Supreme Kai possesses immense divine power, which sets him apart from the mortal warriors like Goku and Vegeta. However, it's essential to consider that divine power doesn't necessarily translate into direct combat strength. While the Supreme Kai may wield formidable abilities, the Saiyans have proven time and time again their capacity for rapid growth and adaptation in battle. If we go even farther back into the Namek saga, it's crucial to note that Goku and Vegeta were initially far stronger than Piccolo. However, following a 3-year timescape of immense training, Piccolo begins to close the gap and even engages in sparring sessions with Super Saiyan Goku in the manga. When Androids 19 and 20 make their appearance, Goku and Vegeta choose to confront Android 19 in their Super Saiyan forms, indicating that their base forms might not suffice. Conversely, Piccolo effortlessly handles Android 20, who had been powered up by absorbing Vegeta's Ki Blast and Piccolo's energy earlier. This encounter with Android 20 occurred before Piccolo fused with Kami, marking a significant turning point in his power progression. Skipping ahead to the appearance of Semi-Perfect Cell, a new level of Super Saiyan transformation becomes necessary to combat him. Goku and Vegeta push themselves to unlock their new level of training in the Hyperbolic Time Chamber, surpassing both the previous androids in Semi-Perfect Cell by a considerable margin. When Piccolo enters the Hyperbolic Time Chamber, his newfound power impresses Trunks, who had previously trained with Vegeta for a year to achieve grades 2 and 3. Trunks' admiration for Piccolo's strength is noteworthy, considering his high standards for what he constitutes as strength. This praise from Trunks adds an intriguing dimension to the discussion, especially when contrasted with Vegeta's skepticism regarding Piccolo's power increase. Moving forward to the Cell games, the disparity in strength between Piccolo, Vegeta, and Trunks becomes evident during their battles with the Cell Juniors. However, it's worth noting that the portrayal of these events differs significantly between the anime and the manga. This discrepancy adds complexity to the analysis of Piccolo's strength relative to Vegeta's, further fueling the debate surrounding their power levels. In the manga version of the Cell game, Cell explicitly states that only Vegeta and Trunks are capable of facing the Cell Juniors, implying that Piccolo's performance against them was less than stellar. However, the anime presents a different scenario, where Piccolo's performance stands out as most impressive among the Z fighters. While Trunks and Vegeta struggle against a single Cell Junior, Piccolo effortlessly takes on multiple opponents simultaneously, remaining unscathed throughout the encounter. This discrepancy in portrayal raises questions about anime Piccolo's strength relative to his manga counterpart. Moreover, during the Cell Junior's onslaught, even Vegeta shows signs of exhaustion towards the end, contrasting with Piccolo's seemingly superior endurance and resilience. This divergence of performance prompts speculation about Piccolo's power level in the anime at that point in the series. 7 years later, significant developments occur in the training regimens of Goku, Vegeta, and Piccolo. Goku undergoes rigorous training in Otherworld, pushing his Super Saiyan abilities to new heights and achieving the pinnacle of Super Saiyan strength. Similarly, Vegeta, driven into a sense of shame and determination, trains harder than ever before, surpassing the level attained by Goku and Gohan during the Cell games and mastering both Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan 2. While there are no explicit statements indicating that Piccolo trained as intensely as the Saiyans during this period, it is established that Piccolo is dedicated to constant improvement throughout training, regardless of the presence of peace or conflict. As such, it's reasonable to assume that Piccolo experienced a power increase over the 7-year gap as well. However, the crucial question remains, did Piccolo's training enable him to keep up with the Saiyans' remarkable advancements? To answer this, we must first determine the relative strengths of Piccolo and the Supreme Kai. The narrative suggests that Piccolo's reluctance to confront the Supreme Kai during the tournament stems from a recognition of the Supreme Kai's overwhelming strength, indicating that Piccolo perceives himself as outmatched in that scenario. This perception sheds light on Piccolo's power level in comparison to that of the Supreme Kai. The idea that Piccolo's reluctance to engage with the Supreme Kai stems solely from a fear of his strength seems to underestimate Piccolo's character and principles. Throughout the series, Piccolo has faced formidable opponents and never shied away from any confrontation regardless of the odds. Therefore, attributing his hesitation solely to fear of strength may not align with his established character traits. A more plausible explanation could be rooted in the concept of sacrilege. Piccolo may have refrained from fighting Shin not out of fear but out of respect for his status as a deity. In many cultures, harming or disrespecting a figure of religious or divine significance is considered sacrilegious. Piccolo's reluctance to engage in combat with Shin could have been derived from a sense of reverence or moral code, rather than fear of Shin's power, most likely due to Kami. Additionally, Piccolo's actions during the encounter with Babidi provide further insight into his character. Unlike Shin, who displayed hesitancy and reluctance, Piccolo demonstrated a willingness to take decisive action. When presented with the opportunity to eliminate Babidi, Piccolo acted swiftly and decisively, unencumbered by fear or concern for repercussions. The contrast in behavior highlights Piccolo's assertiveness and willingness to confront challenges head-on. Furthermore, Shin's reactions and demeanor during the encounter with Goku and Vegeta aboard Babidi's ship suggest that he may not possess the same level of strength as the base Saiyans. His surprise at the strength between Goku and Vegeta in their base forms implies that he may consider himself to be lesser strength compared to them. This further supports the notion that Piccolo's hesitation to engage with Shin may not have been solely based on perceived power imbalance. Pui and Yakan, despite their formidable appearances, pale in comparison to the strength of Goku, Vegeta, and even Gohan in their base forms. Shin's evident concern during their encounters with these adversaries, as he suggested strategies like double teaming or expressed surprise at statements made by the Z fighters while in their base forms, underscores the vast power difference. Kibito getting erased by Dabra left Shin astounded, while Vegeta dismissed it as a dodgeable attack, further highlighting the discrepancy in perception and understanding of combat prowess. Dabra and Babidi themselves acknowledged Gohan, Goku, and Vegeta as the three strongest fighters, with the Supreme Kai's strength implied to be below that of the base Saiyans. This assertion held true even before witnessing their Super Saiyan transformations. Despite Gohan's lack of training and his base form being considered, it would still surpass Shin's power level. In comparing Piccolo to the base Saiyans, the disparity in strength is evident. Prior to Piccolo turning to stone, Babidi and Dabra identified the strongest fighters without mentioning Piccolo or Krillin, indicating that they were considered lesser threats. This perception was further evident by their swift defeat at the hands of Dabra himself. They planned to lure the three strongest fighters into the ship to get Majin Buu back, which Piccolo was not considered to be one of them. The Supreme Kai being allowed to live alongside the others was also not due to his strength over Piccolo, but rather Babidi's desire to torment him due to his resentment towards his father's mistreatment. Overall, the power scaling hierarchy appears to be the base Saiyans above Piccolo, with Shin trailing behind. Share your thoughts on this power dynamic in the comment section below. And until next time, Majin Birds. Oh, you're still there. Well,
hello there.
If you're still watching at this point in the video, it's for two possible reasons. Either A, you're a die-hard Majin Bird fan, or B, you're the type of person who likes to see things through to the end. Either way, you're my type of viewer, those I feel I can truly connect with. That said, let me tell you how things go down over here on Majin Bird. I love Dragon Ball, so you see me making all kinds of Dragon Ball content on this channel. This can range from what-if theories, explanations, and my personal takes. These different topics are sorted by thumbnail or title. If the video says what if, then that's what it is. Look for a thumbnail that looks like fan art. What ifs will mainly be uploaded to the Patreon. There you'll find all kinds of what if theories very soon. I usually post episode 1 on the channel, but the continuation will be on Patreon. If the video title asks a question, it's usually a take of mine, me giving an opinion about a specific topic or idea. In videos with thumbnails like this, white border, or explanation videos, look there to learn something new or revisit older topics you enjoy hearing. Make sense so far? The last thing I want to tell you guys is about the official Discord, Dragon Ball HQ. Here, I'd like to build a wholesome community of Dragon Ball fans where we can discuss the miracle that is Dragon Ball. See you there.